I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
I got so much beef, got me losing on my Z's all day. All day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If he said he want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new mat location be the block on the app.
Money and company, no, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. I need that. Hit him with the crumping. Whitey playing games. They don't want no problems with me. My got good. I know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone tell them. Well, opposition, say move wrong. So I
dark shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it. When I do, who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Bezel, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, lucky charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves. Okay, hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore Stitch on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. Punch right, punch right, punch right. 11B, 11B. 372.
Bortles now on first down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Bortles going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Sharp's got it, left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
372. Lucy.
Bortles to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. On play action, now Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Bortles.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. And his first look is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
57, you got 59 over there.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Going deep downfield for Rupp, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Bortles now on 1st down. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Bortles now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Move. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's all right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, 27 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. That he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. In for the score, and the Jaguars have moved out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Throwing now is Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Bortles going to go on 4th down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Punch right, punch right, punch right.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
First throw now for the backup Kessler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Here we go. 11. Hank.
Throwing is Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Omaha. Spread left. 54 right here. Wide, get wide.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
11B. Sunday.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Bortles. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
59.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Out to his left. Underneath, this is Bernard. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So Dalton now. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Andy Dalton. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
368!
Throwing, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Being chased out left. The throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Another chance for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Lucy.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This third down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
76.
Bortles to throw once more. He goes underneath for Yeldon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you keep it.
Sunday.
Now Bortles again. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Throwing on first down is Bortles. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the ball.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Miles Jack in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Move. Lucy. 372.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Bortles going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Hey, 54 Ricky.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now contact up front as penalty marker. Come in. Who is this against? And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Mike 39, Lucy.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Bortles now on first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left.
They'll look to run it with Bohannon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Bortles going to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Flushed out right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield here, Dalton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Telvin Smith able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Big fourth down here. It's Dalton. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Bortles going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.